Welcome to the Shimano Library. Today we are digging deep like trolls into history and literature about, trolls. To be exact, Uthden Trolls. As the Uthden Troll Cup is upon us again, I thought it would be interesting to find more about these elusive little creatures who haven't seen a spotlight in Magic the Gathering lore since their inception. This turned out to be a bigger task than I anticipated, and I eventually thought I needed to share my findings. Let this be a reference for those seeking knowledge. Let's delve into the books and see what we can find. The first question we are looking today is what are Uthden Trolls? These little creatures don't appear on any other cards, and they don't have a lot of information written about them, which is why researching them wasn't so simple. Their card art has even stayed the same over the years. From the card itself, we can deduce a few quick things. First, the obvious. It is a creature of the smaller size, being only a 2-2, stronger in combat than a regular human, but not by much, matching strengths with a lion or a bear. They also had ability to regenerate, which is common fantasy trope for trolls. Even their flavor text emphasizes troll's ability to heal itself. Oi, 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 me got a hurt in there. Oi, 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 me smell a thing in there. Gonna bosh and gonna nosh and the hurt'll disappear. But that's about it. The art doesn't provide us with any scale nor anything about the environment. It's just a sturdy bluish grey troll with a wired hair on dark background. Our best source of information here is the 1994 Clayton Emery novel Whispering Woods, published by Harper Prism. This was the second Magic the Gathering novel ever produced, and the one where Uthden Trolls make an appearance. In the book, they are not referred as Uthden Trolls directly, but just rather trolls, or goomers by locals. But their description and behavior makes it very clear that these are the right creatures. Though it is worth mentioning that in the books, the name goomers, or even goons, is used for other small creatures as well. Even goblins are mixed in, letting us know that these terms are just names for small vermin-like nuisances. But here, the chant, oi, 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 watcha, gonna get 'em, gonna bash 'em, leaves no doubt. Seen moving in packs of several dozen, even hundreds, their calls echo through the far-reaching tunnels. They were said to be just knee-high creatures, but built so sturdy that a human could not even lift one up, like they were made from granite or lead, the book states. Though the trolls were said to be almost comical, they were amazing at what they did. They were scavengers of metals, able to sniff precious materials even through solid rock. The nose may look a bit big for that face, but it does serve a valuable purpose. Digging like dogs, they made their way through caves and ruins, finding anything useful or valuable, grabbing copper, steel, silver, and gold, and carrying it away with them. The trolls seem to know how tough and nearly invulnerable they are, as they care very little about humans or their presence. Even when the protagonists try to grab them and pull them away, the trolls just kick them and continue their work, not aiming to harm or kill, just enough to be left alone. Though it is said that they kick like a mule. The village folks say the trolls are the perfect scavengers, washing over like a tidal wave of stomping feet and grabby hands. They trudge through the ruins of White Ridge, picking it clean from anything metallic. The trolls ransacked what was left of the village, returning to their caves and carrying onward, and with that, they were gone. The story continued with the remaining folks blaming the wizard who summoned them, not truly being sure if they were created by magic or just wild creatures. The second question we are looking into is where is Uthden? The protagonists in the novel curse the wizard for summoning even more woes if destroying their village under the feet of warring parties wasn't enough. Though I do not believe this is the case. In the Battle of White Ridge, the wizards fought with the aid of soldiers, knights, clockwork beasts, a hydra, and even a lone two-headed giant. If you had the ability to summon 100 near invincible trolls, why not use them in combat? It is safe to say that these creatures were not summoned, but traveled on their own. This means their home is on the domains. Had a wizard summoned them, they could have been from any place, and our search would be over. Now, we can somewhat infer from Magic's history and lore of that era that Uthden Trolls are from the mountains, as they are a red creature. During the time of the game, the color identity was stronger, and red creature were not only summoned by mana drawn from mountains, they were living in such craggy areas to begin with. The same goes for other colors as well. Hurloon, Llanowar, Ironclaw, Keld, Dirkwood, Vesuva, and many others are an unmistakable sign of this. It is made clear that mountainous creatures such as a troll do not habit the Whispering Woods nor the Wild Woods. We know by the official law and novels that those forests are already inhabited by other things. Whispering Woods gets its name from the whispering forest spirit keeping the lands untouched, often referred as Gaia's leash, and Wild Woods is used by villagers and cattle, letting us know that it is a safe woods with no magical beings. If these trolls were to tunnel on their own to White Ridge, it is fairly easy to narrow down the region they come from. Looking at the map of the domains illustrated by Tom Wernerstrand, Whispering Woods and Wild Woods are vast forested areas with large rivers running through them, not something you would easily dig under, especially with Forest Spirit watching over even the sanctity of the roots, and seeing how close to the surface their tunnels are that the ground collapses above them. Rivers are dangerous places to be tunneling under. So we can, with some certainty, say that the northern Smoky Mountains, Bade Mountains, and even Hammerheim are not feasible sources. The only direction that is suitable for such travel is coming from the south. And won't you know it, there is a mountainous range just south of these woods that is not named in any maps. It is a small region northeast of Hurloon and on the opposing shores from Ironclaw. It is even close to the place where the second troll race of the domains was spotted. During the travels towards the western shores, the protagonists of the Whispering Woods novel tussle with sedge trolls in the swamps, and the only larger swamp on their path just happens to be somewhat near the mountains. This place would fit as the home of the trolls. In other words, this could be Uthden. Now, we can never be sure, as there is no official word on this, though looking at how the original maps were made and the regions basically assigned to specific creatures and races, the trolls should have their own home. You may call these mountainous regions by any name, but from here on out, I will call them Uthden, the home of trolls. And that concludes our research for tonight. Thank you for visiting the Shivan Library, and I hope you see you here again.